Hi guys, this is Sajak from Graphene.com. In this video, we'll show you how to flash the latest MosaicOS ROM on the Pixel 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 series. So please take a backup of all the phone's data and then let's get started. Let's first see what all MosaicOS has to offer. The features are over here. So you could see all the tweaks which are there in the Graphene OS is also there on the MosaicOS. Apart from that, there are a few other tweaks from the LineageOS ROM and from the YAP and Android and also from the Slim ROM. And there are a few apps which you will see from LineageOS. The calculator and the clock app, dialer app, all of these are from LineageOS as well. So with that in mind, let me now show you how to flash it onto your phone. So first off, get the SDK from my article, extract them onto your PC. Upon doing so, you will get a few files as you could see over here. When that is done, now enable OEM unlocking and USB debugging. OEM unlocking is required to unlock the phone's bootloader and USB is required for ADB command, you could say. So let's enable them. Go to settings, about phone and tap on build number 7 times, which is over here. Then go back, go to system, dev options and enable OEM unlocking as well as USB debugging. When that is done, let's first verify the debugging connection. So type in CMD in the address bar, hit the enter key, then type in ADB devices, verify you are having an ID. If that's all fine, now you have to unlock the phone's bootloader. For doing so, just boot the phone to fastboot mode and use the fastboot flashing unlock command. All the steps in the video are given here. Please have a look at that. Once you unlock the phone's bootloader, your next step is to boot the phone to fastboot mode. For that, just type in the command of ADB reboot bootloader, hit the enter key. The phone should now be inside the fastboot mode in just a moment. So let's just wait for that to happen. Once it's in the fastboot mode, type in the command of fastboot devices and verify you are having an ID. If you're not having any ID, in that case, install the fastboot driver onto your PC. The link for the same is given here. So go through it once, install the drivers. When that is done, do a right click on the Windows icon, choose device manager, then expand the Android phone section and verify your phone is shown there. As you could see over here, if that's all fine, then let's get started with the flashing process. So for that, you can simply use the web-based installer, open the link in a new tab, and let's now flash it. Choose your phone from the left-hand side. In my case, it's the Pixel 6a. Let's choose that. BlueJ Beta 5 is the latest build. So let's flash that onto our phone. Then choose the install package full. Because we are flashing for the first time, we want the entire package and not the update package. So choose the entire package, click on download, and this will take a few seconds. So let's just wait for that to complete. So guys, it's now done. So it's a zip file. Let's first extract it. So you may use the inbuilt Windows extraction or the 7-zip. The choice is all yours. Let's extract the file. This will take a few more minutes. So let's just wait. So guys, it's now done. Let's have a look at all the files. And we should have a flashing script which is there at the top. That is great. So you may now launch the flashing script, flash-all.bat. Click on run. The flashing will now start and this will take a few minutes. You may verify the flashing process as well. So if you want, just open this in a notepad or notepad++ and then you could see what all is going on. So let's scroll down a little bit. And from here, you can keep a track of the flashing process. What all files are being flashed and how they are being flashed. The bootloader files are being flashed over here. Then apart from that, let's scroll down and see. These are the super files which are being flashed. Flashing super 7x15, fastboot flash super IMG. So you could see, keep a track of all of these. In between, your phone might undergo a reboot to the fastboot mode. That is all fine, nothing to worry about. So let's just wait for that to complete. Fastboot flash, boot IMG, DTBO, vendor boot, all of the files are being flashed. So let's just wait for that to complete and you will see fastboot reboot bootloader. So this will automatically reboot the phone to the fastboot mode once again. Not a cause of any concern. And this will help us to relock the phone's bootloader. I'll show you how that could be done. So in the meantime, let's see what all is being going on. We are currently in it's flashing all of these files. And now flashing super files. The 7 files have been done of super. Then only 7, 8 more are remaining. This will take a few more minutes, a couple of minutes. And then that's just about it. So let's just wait for that to complete. So guys, this is the last super file. Okay, it's flash as well. Press any key to exit. So this is now done, I suppose. So after the super, nothing else is remaining. Hit the enter key. Well, we did not got any prompt over here. No issues. You may either press the power key for start or you may use the fastboot reboot command. The choice is all yours. We did not got any prompt whatsoever onto our phone. So let's do so manually and see what is the case. Hit the start button. And now let's see if we go to the OS or not. This was strange. Usually after flashing, the phone boots to the OS on its own. But that was not the case here. So let's see what happens now. Okay, we have got the boot animation, the boot logo from the stock pixel. So let's now see. I guess, okay, the flashing went fine. MosaicOS is here, powered by Graphene OS. So now let's wait for a few more seconds. And that is it. We are now inside the OS. The bootloader is unlocked and software integrity. Okay, that's just the warning sign. Based on Graphene OS privacy, let's tap on next. Lock your bootloader. Okay, as you could see, this supports locking as well. So let's try it out. Locking the bootloader will wipe off all the data. So let's do so right away. Reboot to bootloader. Let me now show you. Okay, this is completely optional. If you want, you may keep the bootloader unlocked. But for the sake of reference, I'll show you how to lock it as well. If the steps are given here, then I'll show you that. I am not quite sure what needs to be done here because there is no steps given here. So I will see the steps and then I will make you aware of that. As of now, let's keep it unlocked only because usually I guess this is the file which we use for the locking process. But over here, I guess if I use just the fastboot command, that will work or not, I am not quite sure. So if I use the fastboot flashing lock, whether that will work or not, I'll have to verify it once. Let me just see if that works or not. Fastboot. Then we have flashing lock and hit the enter key. Okay, that is finished. You will get a warning sign. So use the volume key to bring lock the bootloader. Press the power key to confirm. And let's now see what happens if my phone does not boot up. Then it's heartbreak. But thankfully, you could see it's now logged. And let me now see if it boots up or not. Let's just see. I guess it should boot up because the ROM supports that. There is nothing else to be done. Just use the fastboot command. Although this file is responsible, but we don't have to flash the file. The file has been flashed beforehand. And you could see when we are now inside the OS with a log bootloader. So there will be no issue with lane integrity. And you just have to use this command, fastboot flashing and lock command. And after that, the phone will be logged. You will get a prompt. Then use the volume key to highlight, lock the bootloader. Press the power key to confirm. And then your phone will now be inside the OS with a log bootloader, as you could see over here. It's the MosaicOS. So give it a few more seconds for it to boot up. You may also lock it at a later stage, but then it will wipe off all the phone's data. So if you want, please do so initially only. Since we have already undergone a data wipe, you may lock it at that point in time only. That will be much easier for you. And now it will take a few more seconds. And as you could see, we are now inside the OS. There is no warning of phone unlocking. You may tap on next. It's a beta version. Okay, no issue with this. Wait for a few seconds. I understand. Continue and then tap on that. After 5 seconds, setup without Wi-Fi for now. Tap on next. Location service. Skip the pin. Skip this for now. Restore. Let's skip this. Additional app. Heliboard and ITAR. Well, calendar and keyboard. Let's use the keyboard app. That might be required. Install. Then skip navigation and disable OEM unlocking. Please do not do so. Because if your phone gets bricked, then at least you will have the OEM unlocking toggle enabled. And in that case, you must simply boot to fastboot mode and flash the firmware to unbrick your phone. So please never checkmark this toggle. Keep OEM unlocking always enabled. So let's tap on start. And we are now inside the OS. As you could see, it does not even have a wallpaper. You may apply any manual one of your choice. There are a few apps. The camera, contacts, info, PDF viewer is there. Mosaic Store, its own app store is there as well. Files, settings. This is the QS tiles. As you could see, you may resize the tiles from here, make it larger or smaller. Choice is yours. Then hit the back button. When that is done, hit the settings menu. And from there, let's first see display. Adaptive brightness, AOD is required. And always on display. Okay, it's fine. Dark theme, let's enable that. And Pure black is not there. Okay, black theme is there. Great. Then apart from that, night light, you may choose the screen refresh rate. Keep it 120 Hz at all time. I'm using a Pixel 6a. It does not have 120 Hz. That is why it's not there. Wallpaper and style section. So let's see what all is there in the wallpapers. On device wallpaper. Okay, it's just a black wallpaper. It does not have any. The clock. There are a few clock styles as you could see over here. Let's switch to any other clock. You may change the color as well. Make it more darker or lighter. Change the size, small or light. So let's stick with this for now. Colors, let's keep the blue one. Size is fine. Hit apply. Then you may also change the font style. Okay, let's do back and again choose font. Now it's fine. And you could see that it has a long list of font styles. Let's randomly choose anyone. Hit the apply button. Restart system UI. That will not take much longer. And we are done now. With that, shortcuts can be added in the home screen. You may change the colors. The themes can be changed from here, or choose any other color from this page. Accordingly, let's choose the blue one for now. Hit the apply button. And font we have seen already. Layout, let's choose 5x5, which is the maximum. Hit the apply button. And it's now done. Then let's see the system section. In the system, gestures, quick torch, lift to check phone, tap to check phone, all the usual ones are there. Then gestures are done. Status bar, quick pull down, let's say right hand side, and it's working. Great, no issue with that. Then we have system updates. You may install the updates from here or via the fast boot method, but this is much easier one. Automatic reboot, notification settings for the system updates, reset option, view logs, about phone, location, password. Okay, let's also enable the OEM unlocking. It's a must. Enable dev options and go to system, dev options, and please enable OEM unlocking from here. As you could see, it's enabled. So if something goes wrong, we could easily boot to fast boot mode and then unlock the phone's bootloader via fast boot flashing unlock, and then flash the stock firmware, and the phone will be up and running. Apart from that, app list, widgets, home settings, only a couple of icons. So guys, it's a ROM based on Graphene OS with just a few features. There are not many tweaks as you could see over here, but it supports the locking of the bootloader. So I guess the banking and payment type will work without any issue. No need for the plain integrity. I suppose there should not be any issue with that as well. Anyways, that's just about it. If you have any query with regard to any of the steps, let me know in the comment section, and thank you for watching the video.